Finstock Village Music will bring back a flavour of the music and activity the Wychwood villagers would have enjoyed during the 19th century. We also plan to recreate the Finstock Bowery on Well Hill, which was last built about 200 years ago for the youth ale. It'll be used by musicians on the day. There'll be music from the pipe and tabor, fiddles, as well as workshops, talks, songs and Morris dancing.
The islands are changed, very well, my moon. It's like the ocean I would roam, to find a new life and to learn new ways. But I hope to return in the future one day. A tune which is known to come from Finstock.
The open, I'll play the Princess Royal, something English. We don't want anything Irish or anything around here, just something English.
Oh, I love English music. I love English music. I kind of started off playing English music, you know, and you know, I love the Morris repertoire. You know, I've played for rapper as well, but sometimes rapper choose an Irish tune, a fast Irish tune. Right. But I love English stuff, and I love the play fit stuff and all that, you know, and I'm still learning about it. Every time you turn around, there's a different tune pops up at you, you know. And you know, I mean, people like Barry Dransfield and people like that can come up with some fantastic English tunes, and Chris Leslie. There's always something new, you know, because there's so many thousands of them, and they go back a long way. You don't know who wrote them, where they come from. Beautiful melodic, very, very different to Celtic music, but I love it all, you know. I mean, we live in the world, you know, we might as well embrace music from everywhere in the world. We don't want any separation where I'm English or I'm Irish or I'm Scottish or I'm Eastern European. We all in here together, and I think it's good to and I like to dabble in everything, although I don't profess to be brilliant at everything. I have a go, I have a bash.
Typically actually done a bit like this. We go like that. So you have to actually watch the foot that's rotating and speed the music up.
Oh, the cuckoo is a pretty bird. She singeth as she flies. She bringeth us good tidings and telleth us no lies. She songs the white flowers for to keep her voice so clear, and the more she singeth cuckoo, the summer draweth near. The cuckoo is a giddy bird, no other is as she.
What is the bower? The bower is simply a representation, it was a focal point for something called the Finstock Youth Ale. The bower appeared in many villages. The annual feast, the annual celebration in villages was called an ale, associated with the brewing of beer, of course, because alcohol played a very important part in particularly rural life long before the 19th century, but I'm going to concentrate on that sort of period up until 1810. The village feast would comprise of a day of celebration. The labourers would all take a day off work, of course unpaid, and in Finstock it was always Ascension Day, Ascension Thursday, also known as Holy Thursday. And in Finstock it was called the Youth Ale, and a young person, a young man and a young woman was selected from the village, and they took the roles of the lord and lady in some form of mocking the gentry, if you like, and they would dress up in fine clothes, pretending to be a lord and the lady.
So I play the pipe and tabba, which is a pipe, three-hole pipe, you play with one hand, and tabba is a drum which you beat with the other hand, a spare hand that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it looks dead easy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Okay.
It's a knack, it's a knack.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
Well, I play hurdy-gurdy, which is an instrument with quite a long history. I mean, it in England it was very, very common in the sort of from about 1200 onwards. So there are very nice examples in a number of the big churches and cathedrals in carvings. But then it virtually died out. It was actually a classical instrument, and Bach wrote for the hurdy-gurdy. It died out when people invented the piano and things like this. So, so we play largely traditional music, traditional English music, a lot of it, particularly from two big collections of English tunes. One collection was done by Playford, which was dancing music, and then the second collection was John Gay's collection of tunes for the Beggars' Opera. So we play a lot of old music, English music. It was very common in Britain in medieval times, very common, and of course drone instruments were common, bagpipes, you know.
I play English bagpipes, but I haven't got them with me today. But
yeah, so although it sounds common, in actual fact these would be the sounds that people were used to, you know.
started about 15 years ago, and it was because I like the sound of mass fiddles. You get a beautiful ringing sound when you get lots of fiddles playing together. So I put an advert in the paper and people turned up, and then it's kind of escalated from then. We were playing English stuff, some tunes that have been written by local people, as well as old tunes from way back, some tunes from the Dance Master, which is an old manuscript of English tunes. We've been playing Scottish stuff. We played a bit of some American stuff. We have a dancer as well who comes along to our concerts, and she plays. She does Appalachian dancing, which is a lot of fun to play for. Usual lineup is a guitar for a bit of accompaniment. We always have a bass as well to sort of fill in the background. We also have a concertina, which has a very similar sound to a fiddle. And within the group, we also have a harp player, Celtic harp player, which is a fantastic, really nice sound. And there's several of us also play mandolin as well, so we have some tunes that include some mandolins as well. Yeah, and we do some songs as well. It's David, and he also plays the cajon, which is like kind of a box. It's a kind of a drum. It's really nice to play for people who enjoy our music, and it's fantastic.
Banbury Garden on the club feast held at Leafield in 1852 noted that Leafield and the neighbouring villages are and have long been celebrated for their Morris dances. The Morris dances I have often seen in Charlbury on May the 29th here, and very pretty they looked. 12 young men of Finstock and Leafield, dressed in knee breeches and white stockings. 6 rows of little goggle bells, such as now pet cats or dogs occasionally wear. Bells ran from knee to ankle and adorned each leg. A white wand, a stick, that is, and a large silk handkerchief formed the equipment of the dancer. The musician with tabor and pipe, 3 finger holes, led the dance, while the zany, that's the fool, with the bladder attached to a handstaff and a money box, kept a ring for the dancers and collected fool's pence. The reel, the changing of places, the clattering of the wands, the passing under the handkerchiefs held archwise, all to the music, was pleasing.
Well, the day's been great. Here we are in the Finstock Bower, and we've been here since early morning, setting up, putting it together. Great team of helpers. We've had fantastic weather, really blessed by it, which is truly amazing.
This stage of the day now with the evening sun, and it's interesting because I've just been listening. Well, we can hear kids in the background. The kids are racing about, having great fun. There's people up in the bar. They've been drinking, well, not quite all day, but there's some guys up there. The Morris has been here earlier. We've had all the other activities, and there's a chaffinch still singing above in the trees, which is terrific, and he's been here all day. So really, Finstock and village at its best. Anyway, village evening, what's it time for but the dance? So the band is just setting up, and we've got the village band who come from Oxford, but they're real musicians, and there's 12 of them, and they're going to be playing traditional English country dance tunes.